What do you think I mean, you kind of spoke about the, walking down the street and the judgment from the random strangers, but judgment from people we love hits different. What have you found to be the biggest obstacle with you dating her? Maybe with her parents, with your family, with your sister, with external family. Like, what's the biggest
Yeah.
obstacle there with people that you love that you would ride or die for as well?
Well, most of the times, look, like it's not even, you don't even, and I don't know how it is in Sae'Von's case, but you don't even like really hear about it. Like your partner almost tries to shelter you from that because they don't want to tell you something. Oh, well, my grandparents are this type of way or something like that. Because like if especially if you've already met them, like that can ruin a whole relationship. And one of the biggest things that we don't really like fake people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, if I didn't already shook hands with you, if I didn't already sat at your table and broke bread with you, or we done been out to eat or something like that, and then I'm hearing that you're doing X, Y, and Z behind my back because you don't like the way that I look or something like that, is it like that can honestly ruin a whole relationship. But personally with like my family, so like I have like two of my cousins, one of my uncles, on my mom's side, uh, dated and married an Asian woman. So I have Asian cousins, Black and Asian cousins in my family, like first cousins that I talk to all the time. So that was nothing really ever, just I guess where we didn't, my family just really like looked at me sideways for dating a white girl. And like I said, they always knew my experiences. Like they knew the situations that they put me in. They put me in predominantly white schools. So it was like, okay, like if Nick if he potentially brings home a white girl or a light skinned girl or something like that, a girl that does not look like him, uh, that's fine. Like, like that's what we put him around. So, yeah, man, my parents are accepting of it. Her parents are even, very accepting of it. At first they were, and I won't get too much into like her family detail or anything like that. But really the closest people to her are her mom, her grandma, and then her brother. Besides that, like she doesn't really deal with anybody else in her family. Like I said, I don't want to get too much into that just because I know how she is. But man, like just first time me meeting her mom and everything, of course there's that standoffish type deal is gonna be there just because I don't look like them. And shoot, like I was like, man, I was surprised to find out that she even watched like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air the other day. Like real talk, so it's stuff like that I know it seems corny, but like that's just something I wouldn't even expect like her to even like seeing, like that, like because them, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, I'm gonna just be real with y'all. Like that's them black people problems that they dealing with on a black TV show, on a black sitcom that's shown on a black television. You know what I'm saying? On BET. So like that's something like I wouldn't have even thought that she would have watched the Fresh Prince or the Proud Family or anything like that. At the end of the day, though, it's me and her, and that's how I view it. Sae'Von, in your case, I know it's you and your partner, you and your girl, versus the world. Like obviously you want your parents and grandparents and your family to be involved and to accept it. But like at the end of the day, if they don't, like I'm not getting on a knee proposing to your mama. You know what I'm saying? I'm not darn sure not proposing to your brother or anything like that. So it's like if they with us, then they with us. And if not, then it's you and me. If you care about me enough to be with me, then look, I can look past all that. I don't care how to look. They call Jesus every name but a child of God. You know what I'm saying? So who am I? I'm not better than Jesus. I'm not about to sit there and compare my situation to anything like that because it's not that deep for real. And if I look, I know I'm going on a rant and stuff, but if I'm spending what you would say, me passing, I'll go back to the little strangers thing. Like I'm walking down the street or something like that. If you see like 10 people a day, we'll just keep it at 10. 8 or 9 of those people, they got something to say. 2 of those people, they're, 2 or one person, they're actually, like they didn't say nothing at all. Most of the time, I'm not even worried about what people got to say because out of all that time throughout the day, all those 10 people out in, or 9 people, 8 people out and made mad, like they got to go back home to their family. They got to deal with those issues themselves. Most of the time I'm with her anyway. So I'm not about to sit there and you know, worry about what somebody else got to say just because I'm not doing life with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, that one interaction that we had crossing down the street, you giving me the side eye or you cussing me out or something like that, which I said that's like really like extreme. But like I know sometimes you'd be naive to think that like that stuff doesn't happen in people's heads. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you just can't. I just honestly brush it off, man, because I didn't playing college athletics. I didn't been through worse. So yeah.
Yeah, so the general approach is to not give it any energy
At all. Because if you do, man, it's not good. Like you just helping prove their cause. You know what I'm saying? You helping fit that stereotype that you want to fit, and then they got a case. You know what I'm saying? If you don't even get it, look, it takes 2 to argue. You know what I'm saying? If I don't argue with you, then you just look crazy sitting there talking to yourself. So yeah.
So my advantage on that is obviously the first route is to not give it any energy. And taking it kind of a level deeper, because exactly to your point, at the end of the day, the relationship is between 2 people, and I believe that firmly.